Welcome back. This is the San Angelo Arts and Culture Scoop with our good friend Yuki Kuniyuki, the Executive Director of the San Angelo Performing Arts Center. We've got a lot of cool events going on for December, guys. Lots of cool shows, lots of musical Christmas stuff. There's something to do for everyone.
Hey.
Arts and Culture Scoop. We are here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Yuki Kuniyuki, the Executive Director of SAPAC. What's up, Yuki? How's it going?
It's going great.
Nice.
It is really busy this time of year.
Yeah.
Lots of shows happening.
Yeah.
And I don't know when this is, announcement will be made, but if you're just a good planning factor, if you live in San Angelo in December and you want to go anywhere downtown that first weekend, you have to plan ahead.
Ooh, it's going to be that busy down there?
It's going to be really busy because between 5 and 7, you have the Christmas tree lighting.
Oh, yeah.
Every year, same time downtown.
Yes.
The Christmas parade starts at 6.
Yep.
Every year downtown. And then the symphony always has their third concert of the year, the holiday concert, at 7 at the Murphy Performance Hall. So it gets really congested on the north side of Chadburn.
Yeah.
Because that's where the Christmas parade starts. It starts around 3rd Street and goes south on Chadburn. And it turns, I think, on Concho and comes back up Oaks. So plan ahead.
Okay.
Every December, plan ahead because it'll just save you the hassle.
Yeah, that's true.
And people start parking downtown at 5.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, this is definitely the busiest time of year for that. One thing we're lucky about, though, is our downtown is not like Austin, at least, where we need, like, parking lots and garages, Usually, even in the busy season, you can park a few blocks away, the other direction, and you're all right. But, dude, it does get crazy this time of year down there.
And the good thing is you can walk anywhere in 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's the best thing because, other places you're walking 15, 20 minutes to get where you want to go. But in San Angelo, max is like 10 minutes from the Performing Arts Center to, I think, the Cactus. No, actually, you can probably get down to the
on foot?
river on foot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go straight down Chad.
But it might be cold, so plan ahead,
Yeah.
It's just good advice because typically the Symphony's Holiday Pops sells a lot of tickets. So there's a lot of parking around City Hall.
Yeah.
And people enjoy parking by the start of the parade. One year we had new father to be.
Yeah.
He parked in our parking lot. I said, "Can I help you?" He said, "My wife is going into labor. I can't get across Chadburn."
Like right then?
Yeah. So I said, "Okay, park here," because we had the parking lot closed off for patrons.
Yeah.
I said, "Park here. You're fine. We won't have you towed or anything."
Yeah.
So he was able to park, run across to Shannon. And
wow, that was cool.
Make it, but it was like, because you cannot cross Chadburn between 3rd Street and Concho. That's the other thing. It's like you have to be prepared for any movement downtown to be restricted that day.
Yeah. Are you liking the cooler weather?
I am. I enjoy the cooler weather.
Dude. I was tired of the heat. It seemed like this summer wasn't super brutal, but it dragged on forever, the heat.
It did.
It's crazy.
And you'll get cold and then warm up again and get cold.
Bipolar weather, yeah.
So, but what's heating up is the arts in San Angelo.
Yeah.
I tell you what, because, we've seen some sold out shows.
Nice.
San Angelo Broadway Academy's
The Grinch.
The Grinch was sold out.
That's amazing.
4 nights in a row.
I've been hearing great. Y'all are doing a good job, by the way, too. Whoever's doing y'all's like social media, Facebook and stuff, man, y'all are doing a good job. I saw a couple of reels of The Grinch Stole Christmas, and I liked how they came through the audience singing and stuff. I thought that made me want to go.
Yeah, it was an amazing show.
You were there for one or two of them, or all of them?
I'm usually at all the shows.
You are, yeah.
For, management. The San Angelo Chorus is doing really well. Their December show, their Ceremony of Carols right after the Symphony's concert on the first weekend in December. It's almost sold out.
Wow.
Angelo
That's
Civic
cool.
Theater is doing improv again in
really?
our spaces.
I didn't
So
know
they
that.
have a 2-night run.
Nice.
And the first show is getting close to sold out.
Wow.
So it's been a really good thing to see. And there's a lot of other great shows coming up. The Nutcracker by Ballet San Angelo, of course. That's always the second weekend in December.
So next weekend, basically?
Next weekend, it's
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Cool.
It's an amazing production. If you haven't been to a Nutcracker in San Angelo, it is always changing. It's always evolving. It's always involving new technology.
Yeah. Didn't you say they're doing something like that this year?
They always
Involving
do.
like AI or something, you said, or some kind of technology,
No,
right?
that was Frankenstein
Oh,
with
okay, cool.
Angelo Civic Theater.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
but they do.
Yeah.
Savannah Floyd, she's their marketing person, but she studied in Nanyang Polytechnic University in Singapore
Wow.
to do graphic design, and
Okay.
she's really mastered in integrating projection mapping to a lot of their performances.
Wow.
So like
Yeah.
they had a Math in Motion performance back in October, part of the Sharing Dance Week, and they had a dance performance that integrated music with projection mapping, and it was really spectacular.
Wow, that's cool. Do they have to have someone who specializes in that when they do that? Like a lighting person that knows what they're doing?
No, they invested in some projectors.
Okay, yeah.
And Savannah does all the design
Okay.
herself.
That's pretty cool. I want to check that out.
And so it's really amazing things that we have in San Angelo. It's just this past Thursday, Central High School had Mark Wood from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra lead a workshop, and then the kids then performed concert for the parents and family members and guests, and that was an amazing show.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite
Wow.
productions because of the energy and the
Yeah?
young people who are involved. I think it's so important in San Angelo that we involve young people,
Absolutely.
because they're the future of the city.
Yeah.
Right. And getting them involved, helping them become leaders, and finding ways for them to develop creatively and to become critical thinkers, and is so important right now.
Yeah, that's true. You have a son that age, right?
I have 3 boys.
Yeah, but one of them's in high school too.
I have 2 in high school. One's a senior,
right,
one's a
yeah.
sophomore.
Nice.
My sophomore performed with Mark Wood on
That's
stage.
cool. What instrument does he play?
The violin.
He does?
Yeah.
Man, I played the violin up until 9th grade.
9th grade.
Wish I wouldn't have stopped. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been playing what since how long? Even before 6th grade or about 6th grade?
6th grade.
Yeah, that's usually when they start them.
Yeah.
I wonder why they don't start them earlier. I always wondered that.
Well, it's really up to most elementary schools don't have violin programs. So
Oh, okay,
you're
yeah.
typically taking your kid to a place like
Private.
Emmanuel School of Fine Arts in San Angelo
Yeah.
to get those lessons.
Interesting.
So if you don't know, we have a really robust system in place here. Not only do we have great music and art programs in the schools, there's after-school programs like at the Emmanuel School of Fine Arts.
Cool.
I think the homeschool community, they have art programming.
Yeah.
There's just a lot here to do.
That's
the Chicken
cool.
Farm Art Center has programs for kids, so it's continue to grow, and I think it's really great what we have.
Yeah.
San Angelo Broadway Academy has dance and musical theater. Ballet San Angelo has dance and a body bar, and they have a boys club now that's growing at
Nice.
Ballet San Angelo. And then you have a lot of dance academies, Dance Academy, Prep
Yep.
Academy, Lift Dance. So we
Yeah.
have a thriving community here in San Angelo.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's cool.
And the Twin Mountain Tonesmen.
Yeah.
You're one of the newest members.
Yeah, I'm a member of the Twin Mountain Tonesmen. Thank you for mentioning that, by the way. It was crazy. I mean, last time you were on, I was talking about, I think we were talking about the San Angelo chorus, and I said, man, I miss singing in choir. And you were like, try out for the Twin Mountain Tonesmen. And so I did, and I'm now a Twin Mountain Tonesman. So if you, our concert's coming up on the 13th of December, so that's going to be really cool. Are you going to be at that, Money?
No, that's another busy weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So the 13th and 12th, 13th, 14th is Ballet San Angelo's Nutcracker.
Oh, yeah. Next weekend.
Twin
that's
Mountain Tonesmen's concert.
right. Yeah.
I think there's some other events. I think ArcLight has Cat Hasty's Christmas concert.
Yep.
That Monday we have the West Texas Symphonic Brass performing at the
Whoa.
Brooks and Bates,
Okay.
with the First Presbyterian Chancel Choir performing.
Whoa, cool.
And then the 19th we have Gene Watson, his hits, and a little bit of Christmas.
Nice.
And then on 21st we end the season with William Lee Martin at I'm sorry, Michael Martin Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Martin Murphy at the Murphy Performance Hall on the 21st.
Okay.
And that's his Cowboy Christmas with the Rio Grande Band.
Wow. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Is that one selling tickets already?
Yeah, so those are on sale right now. Another public service announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Always buy your tickets from one of three sources.
3?
The artist.
Okay.
The company producing it, like Ballet San Angelo, San Angelo Broadway Academy, or the venue.
Okay.
San Angelo Performing Arts Center.
Yeah.
Do not go to the first ticket sites that show up on a Google search.
Yeah.
Because you will lose money.
Yep. Okay.
It's always cheaper to go to the source, the artist, the company putting it on, or the venue.
Okay. I think you added the artist. That's a new one, but that's obvious. That's
Especially if they go on a tour, they'll have their tour locations and the ticketing link.
That's right.
That's always the best way to get your tickets.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome.
And save money.
Yeah.
I cannot emphasize that enough because I've talked to so many people who call and they say, "Hey, we bought these tickets to Nutcracker. We spent $200 on 3 tickets, and those tickets are not that expensive."
Dang, how much do they run? I guess it depends on where you sit.
If you're close, it's like $49.
Okay, that's reasonable. That's good for close.
And then you have to scale to $39, $29, and $19.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
But some people are paying a lot of money through these third-party sales sites, and they're losing money. So it's always best to go to the source.
Okay, absolutely. Also, I wanted to talk about, we talked a little bit about public speaking and Toastmasters, stuff like that. What would you think of something like an event that was put on maybe at the Murphy Performance Hall or the Black Box where it's a lineup of speakers, like sort of something like a San Angelo TED Talk type deal? Wouldn't that be cool?
Funny you mentioned that.
Yeah?
I've been trying to work on getting TEDx.
Really?
Going. Yeah.
Oh.
Because if you don't know,
dude,
you can only hold a TED Talk if you've been to a official TED event.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So you can't say San Angelo TED because you have to have gone to an actual TED conference before you can be certified to hold an event of that size.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So TEDx is designed for a smaller audience, about 100 people present. And you can live stream it, you can broadcast it, but it's like really restricted to the size of the audience that attend. And you have to, whoever's speaking has to practice because they have 15 minutes to present the talk.
And I bet they're pretty...
Right, so because the idea of the TED Talk is for the speakers to be succinct, not ramble, be intent, purposeful, and present the information. And then once it's done, that speech is then hosted on the online someplace.
Yeah. Cool.
Right. So, if you'd be interested in doing a TEDx, I can help you with that because I've done a lot of research on it. But
let's talk about that.
The key thing is because I know San Angelo has a lot of great people with amazing experiences.
Yeah.
Right. It is truly amazing when you speak to San Angeloans about their experiences living abroad, doing some great things, and everyone has a story to tell. Yeah. Which is amazing.
Yeah.
For a relatively small city of ours, I always tell people that San Angelo is one of the few places where it seems like a rural community, but we are connected worldwide.
That's so true, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's good.
I know people who are going to Europe for the holidays.
Yeah, I do too.
Or Africa for the holidays. And that's really cool to me because, we're not provincial in our mindset.
Yeah.
We're really global in our mindset, and it's really, I think, an important part of what makes this community so great.
That is so true, man. That's good because that's a fact. Like a lot of people might think that about a town our size, we're small-minded, not cultured, don't travel, but that's just not true. You're right. It makes San Angelo special.
It does.
Yeah, that's a cool point. So, man, we need to talk more about that, though, because I think two things. I think there'd be people interested in speaking, but also attending something like that for sure. Yeah, so that would be fun. Cool. You're always thinking of creative stuff to bring to SAPAC, though. I love that.
So a few years ago, we tried to experiment with that. We had a series called Innovators Center Stage.
Okay.
And we had 3 events. And each time we brought in a different person. One person had worked with the Texas Motor Speedway. Another person had worked with the National Association of Petroleum Engineers.
Nice.
And then the other person was with the San Angelo Revolution Film Festival.
Ooh, nice.
And it was like a breakfast, early morning type of thing. So that was our first attempt at it. It wasn't well attended. We had about 30 to 40 people, which was, I think, pretty good for the morning attend. But I think when I look to the future, there's a lot of opportunity when it comes to developing young people, right? Because when we look in the community, I think there's a gap, and that gap is youth professional development.
Oh man, yes, that's what I'm so passionate about with my speaking. That's kind of who my message is for, and I think you're spot on with that. We need to fill that gap,
right? And each of the middle schools has a lead-worthy program, and those lead-worthy programs are supposed to culminate in a like TEDx style talk, or leadership conference.
Okay.
So I think there's an opportunity to work with the school. Leverage things like perhaps the speech and debate team. And connect young people so that they can see not only their peers in action, but also see and meet successful people that have grown up in this community.
Yes.
So that we retain the youth.
Yes.
Because I think one of the challenges is, once a student graduates high school, they look outside.
That's right.
To go to college, and then they stay in the bigger cities.
Yep.
Eventually, they make it back, but we lose them for like some critical years. And I think if we can hold on to them, it will just transform.
That's
what we've got
exactly
here.
right, dude. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's exciting. So, what else? Anything else for December we got to look forward to?
December. That's about it for us in December.
Nice. Okay.
I want to recommend everybody go out and see Angelo Civic Theater's A Christmas Carol.
Cool.
That's also on the weekend of the 13th and 14th.
Whoa, dude.
But it goes to the 22nd.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So, Angelo Civic Theater's, we got a great show going on for that. And then in January we've got So Good, a Neil Diamond Experience.
Oh, that's
with Robert
right.
Neary. That's gonna be a lot of fun. There's an Amazon Prime special with him.
Cool.
So that's really cool. And then in February, one of the exciting things that we're bringing in is the Texas A&M Singing Cadets.
Nice.
In support of the Aggie Moms Club here in San Angelo. So that'll be a fun event. That's a fundraiser for them.
Yeah.
And I just encourage folks to just connect with the arts. Check us out on sanangelopac.org. Give us a call at 325-284-3825. Just like us and follow us on Facebook. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, Alignable.
Nice.
We're in different spaces, but most of our stuff goes out on Facebook and Instagram.
Do y'all have a YouTube?
We have a YouTube.
Good. Okay, cool.
But we don't put... we don't have enough content on YouTube yet.
Oh, okay, yeah. Man, y'all's Facebook's good, though.
Yeah.
And Instagram. It's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. Thank you, Yuki. I really appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. All right, guys, get out there, see some shows, get involved. There's lots of cool stuff coming for the future of arts and culture.